1st of February garden tour. The strawberry bed is starting to see some green on the bare root strawberries I planted a couple weeks ago. Got some herbs transplanted out. This was the original strawberry bed from last year. Haven't got anything planted in this bed yet. I'm thinking beets in the front and then either peppers or tomatoes on the trellis. We got to finish putting that down. Jalapeno plant, basil that has fallen over. Underneath these greenhouses are peppers that I had in here. They were the Anaheim and they were too spicy. I will be taking and donating those peppers. We got bok choy and Chinese cabbage and carrots down here with the wall of peas that are starting to flower. The green stalk is doing well. I harvested a bunch of this Merlot lettuce the other day. Had a lot of herbs in it. Some cilantro, some sage. I love me some green onions. This is a milkweed in here. It's funny, the pods opened up, and right here, you can see that. Down this is more lettuce and some radishes. The radishes have had a horrible infestation of aphids. And there is a bunch of more peppers that I'm going to donate. Got some peas that were planted at the same time, but aren't near as big as the ones over here. There is a Napa tomato. On the other side over here is beets, lettuce that's gone to seed. Look at this dill, how it flowers when it gets ready to go to seed. It's so pretty. Some rosemary down in the bucket. The other green stalk with Swiss chard, lots of lettuce, more cilantro. I don't know why it's turning purple. I don't know if that's too much fertilizer, not enough fertilizer, because I haven't fertilized this, but it did get some fertilizer in the house. I love me some cilantro. I love being able to come out and pick it and make homemade salsa. This greenhouse, let's go ahead and lift it up. I do that during the day. Let it get some. Has some basil. These are just plants. It's running out of room in the house. I had to bring some out. There's some tomato plants, some flowers, tomatillos, and herbs. On this bed over here is a bunch of Swiss chard and some beets. I've replanted beets down there twice, and they just didn't. I don't know what was going on. Didn't take very well. These are the 2 pepper beds that I reset. Coming down here is some beautiful purple basil, some thyme in the back. These are the yellow pear tomatoes, and then there's probably an orange sun-kissed. Not quite sure. This is huge. Let me get out of there. Right there is parsley. It exploded. Some calendula. Haven't got to resetting this bucket yet. Coming down over here are the broccoli plants that are big and beautiful, but there's no broccoli in them. They just don't ever produce any. They just keep producing leaves. Potatoes in here. Over here is, poor little tomato plant needs to be propped up, but it fall back down there. The tomato archway. These tomatoes now have been here almost a year, and they keep producing well. Oh, what is that scary bug? I think you're a flat-footed something. They're not good. More basil, Swiss chard. There is a Mexican cucumber in there. It's just a little tiny cucumber. Coming down the last row here, this was purple bell pepper I harvest everything from. There's more calendula there. There is a few beans in here that I forgot that I thought I pulled out that are still putting on some. That is a Yolo pepper. The Anaheim pepper over here, still going strong. My unscientific approach is this wall retains heat and is allowing these peppers to still flower. Reset this pepper bed and did plant some flowers in there, some poppies. I don't see that they've came up yet. Over here is daikon radishes, carrots, daikon radishes. And I have tried to peek down there and see if there's anything. I don't know. Maybe should we just pull one? Let's just pull one. Well, he's a little guy. There we go. Some more parsley and the cilantro that's flowered. They do have really pretty little flowers. But that is the Outback garden tour. Gardening tour continue outside. These are the aloe vera. Coming over to flowers. Either African daisy or African bright, I'm not sure. Zinnia. The rose bush that has these new red leaves. Another zinnia. Some poppies. They're supposed to be amazing gray poppies. Zinnia, zinnia, zinnia. Calendula. Those have done well. Plants that I bring from outside, inside to outside. Starting to get them used to coming outside, hoping to plant everything out in 2 weeks. This is a big mammoth calendula that has done beautiful. Another calendula here. Catnip. But these are weeds. I have no idea what you are. Probably a weed. Catnip over here flowering. Nasturtiums. I think another African daisy. That is milkweed. I'm wondering if this is a sunflower. I had sunflowers here last year. And what are you? Probably another weed. This is probably a weed. Well, this is the upfront garden tour of Is It a Weed? But I've planted stuff throughout here. I was hoping some poppies would come up. Looks like this is a zinnia. Need to go through in here and pull these out. They're harder than you think to pull off. But those have been my favorite. Well, this is the 1st of February garden tour. Thank you for learning and growing with the Woodpile.